welcome to my very last Week in the Life album share. This was 2023 and I loved the paper that I used. In fact, I used this paper just recently for something and was reminded of how much I loved it. So again, I'm in an Ali Edwards yellow album and I just used paper that I had on hand. And I will try to link the paper if you're interested in the paper. I covered the front inside, and then this is 2023, and this was from Ali Edwards. I think I purchased some product from Ali Edwards, but then this paper was just so perfect for Week in the Life. So we have one, and then I stamped Monday. It didn't come out great. I used these puffy camera stickers. I loved that. I did the large photo. This was probably my favorite Week in the Life album that I did. Let's see if I did any journaling, because it does not look like it. Around here, I got the poppies at the lake, working, packages, my planner and my tea and my office. Yeah, this is by far my favorite Week in the Life. Lots of photos, not a lot of journaling. Violet, Kayla's performance for Kayla. Yeah, this was Ali Edwards. This was the product that just happened to match that paper that I really loved. And then another product from Ali, another large photo. This is by far my favorite Week in the Life album. Getting a car wash. My husband's really great at taking photos. My to-do list with all the things. Ink pads. Grilling. Oh, I love this one. I just love it. I wish that I had journaling. My husband at work. Me working in my office. At night. Wednesdays, coffee. I love this. I did big photos. I sort of had somewhat of a formula. So I had a divider and then a big photo. And then in the morning I was trying to get like when I was waking up, like what we were having for breakfast. Kayla had got a really fun haircut, but it required a lot of work. She did not get a haircut like that again. Watching a planner video, reorganizing all my planner stuff, an event at the high school that was really fun. This was photos that were shared on Facebook from our high school. And I was looking through them and I just so happened to look and Kayla is right there. She is like right through the window. And so I grabbed the photo and put it in our Week in the Life. Let me tell you, this is an amazing event that they do, and they rotate through high schools. It's called 15 Minutes, and it's about how every 15 minutes somebody dies in a car accident, and it's a whole week long that they do it. They have a big rally where the CHP comes in. They show what it's like for a car accident, and then every 15 minutes all week long, people come into classrooms and they pull a kid. They'll come into a classroom and they'll say, okay, Kayla, you come with us. And they do it every 15 minutes. And so every 15 minutes, somebody's getting pulled out of class. And then at the end of, and then they did these like tombstones all over the high school of the kids that get pulled out of the class. And they go and they make their tombstone and then they put it up. And so there's all over the campus. And then at the very end of the week, they do a big rally where all the kids who were pulled out, who like died in a car accident, come in to the rally and they do this big thing. And I'm telling you, it made such an impact on Kayla that when she is such a cautious driver, when she was getting her license and learning to drive, it was like she understood what a big deal it was. And even like driving and stuff, like I'm always worried, like, don't be goofing off when you're driving, or like if you like have a friend with you and you're driving somewhere, like don't be goofing off in the car, or don't. And she doesn't. And I really feel it was because of, this was her freshman year, and it made a huge impact on her. And then after the rally, the big rally on at the end of the week, they do a big thing where they have food trucks and they like have a big celebration on Friday. And it's put on through the CHP. And it was incredible. At first I was like, that's kind of a scary event, or kind of like I didn't know that I liked that they were doing it. But then after the whole thing came together, I was like, this is actually really cool that they do. And the fire guys come in and they do huge demonstrations, and the CHP lands, like this was on the baseball field, they land on there. It just was a really cool event, and they rotate high schools every year. And then getting Starbucks with Kayla, picking her up from, she probably had like drama stuff. We got to see the Northern Lights like from our home. And so that was really fun to see that year. Again, just at this, might have been Andrew coming home from school. Another big photo. Again, I loved using these puffy stickers. So much fun driving, working, Erin Condren stuff, probably ordering my new planner or getting my new planner, or organizing some planner stuff. Andrew coming home from school. A sunset made it in. If you follow me at all, you know I'm obsessed with the sunsets we have here. This was Friday, so the end of school, the end of the week. Donut Friday. Kayla and I used to do Donut Friday. So on the way to school on Friday mornings, we would stop and get a donut. That was her freshman year. That was so fun. Dishes in the sink, a clean kitchen, the very end of school. So end of the school year photos. Yeah, that would have been Violet's. Yeah, this was the end of school. So the end of the 7th grade year for Kayla, the end of Andrew's 5th grade. Kayla and her daddy, Violet brushing her teeth, me cleaning our house, watching Chicago Fire, just cleaning and getting things back together, coffee in the morning, pancakes Sunday, Violet having pancakes, a clean kitchen, more planner stuff, more work stuff. This was by far my favorite. I feel like I really settled it. Like I knew what I was doing. I feel like the other albums, like I was just learning different things. I didn't always have like a good plan, or I didn't execute things well, or I didn't like, this is the year that I felt like I had a really good plan. I had like a formula to follow. Andrew got sunburnt. I just really, really loved this year's week in the life. Outside, now our house looks so different. Saying prayers at the end of the day. I loved it. This was by far my favorite week in the life. I loved the product. I loved the paper. I just really love the way that this turned out. So that was 2023. And 2024, I did not do a week in the life album, but I did do a week in the life album for 2025. And I'm currently working on that album, and I will share it after I get it all put together. I'm sharing process videos in my membership. You can always join my membership here through YouTube, $4.99 a month, and you'll just see all of the videos, and you can see past content as well. So thank you so much for hanging out with me this week as I shared my week in the life albums, and let me know which one was your favorite. This one was definitely my favorite, and I'll be back next week with more videos for you guys. Thanks so much. I'll catch you in my next video. Here on the screen are 2 other videos that you can check out if you would like. If you remember watching this video and you've missed any of the member videos, or you're new, you can go back and watch older member videos if you would like. Thank you so much for checking out my video, and I will catch you in my very next project.